This is my air conditioner that I have here. Sometimes it doesn't get cold enough in these summer days, so I like to have this air conditioner here, and it's just a little fun project to make. There's ice inside of here, so it's blowing good cold air, and I got the idea from the Household Hacker channel, and I just kind of made the project my way, I guess. Here's how. For this project, you're going to need a project enclosure, a fan, or two, I'm going to be using two, and a power supply. And I'm using these computer fans. They're both rated at 12 volts DC, and I'm using a 9 volt power supply. So that means I'm going to wire these in parallel so that they would get the full power. But you can wire them in series if you're going to be using anywhere from 18 to 24 volts. But when you're using like 5, 6, 9, 12 volts, just wire them in parallel if you're using two fans. Alright, so what I did here was I screwed both these fans together since I had the right screws, just so they'd be on top of each other. And I made a hole in the lid, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on top of here and just glue it for now, just using plain old glue. Hopefully it'll hold. So I decided not to record every step, but what I did here was I glued these fans on, and then I sealed the air leaks that I had still there with hot glue, because I don't want the air coming straight from here and into the fan. I want it passing through here and touching all the ice. And then I put in this jack right here for the power supply. You don't have to do that. You could just cut the end of the power supply off and attach it to these wires. You can do whatever you want. I just wanted to be able to unplug it whenever I want. And I didn't use a switch. And I just put heat shrink tubing here so that nothing shorts and that no water gets on here in case any of the water from the ice gets on. And then I drilled some holes back here so that the air could get in here and pass through the fans here. But I realized that I wasn't getting enough air going through when I tested it. So I added just a bunch of like cuts. They're hard to see, and drilled some more holes and here on this side. And this still isn't giving me all the power I need for the fans, but it's enough, I guess. And now what I'm going to do is probably just spray paint this if I have any spray paint to make it look nicer. And it's basically done. So I painted this gray so it wouldn't look so terrible. And what you're going to do next, the last step, is to just take some ice, put it into some bags. You don't have to put it in bags, you could just put it right in here as long as it's not touching the wiring and you have somewhere for the water to drain. But I also put salt in here so it would get even colder. And you just put it in here and screw this on and turn the fan on. At first the air it's going to blow is just going to be regular air, but soon the cold air is going to start filling up this container and the fan is going to start blowing it out, and it's going to be a nice little air conditioner.